You walk into your ACCA MA exam. Your palms are sweating. You've spent weeks revising, flipping through endless pages, but something inside you whispers, I missed something. Here's what they won't tell you. 70% of your exam success will hinge on just 7 formulas. That's it. Not how many hours you studied, not how pretty your notes are, but whether or not you can use these 7 critical calculations under pressure. These aren't just numbers. They are survival tools. Knowing them isn't optional. It's the difference between walking out defeated or walking out confident. If you've ever felt overwhelmed, confused by management accounting, or like you're one step behind everyone else, you're not alone. But what if I told you that mastering these 7 formulas could flip the script? Because this video isn't just a list. It's a strategic guide to thinking like the examiner, answering like a pro, and scoring like the top 1%. And if you're aiming for exemptions, a top-tier job, or just to stop second-guessing yourself at every calculation, you need this. Welcome to Education Bench, the go-to hub for accounting students who want results without the guesswork. We cut through the clutter and bring you what actually matters. If you're serious about passing ACCA smarter, faster, and sharper, you're in the right place. Let's break this down one by one. Not just what each formula is, but how it works in exams, what traps students fall into, and how you can make it your weapon. 1. Contribution equals selling price minus variable cost. Here's what no one tells you. This formula isn't just a simple subtraction, it's the lifeblood of decision making. Whether you are asked about break-even, limiting factors, or shut down decisions, contribution is the starting line. Let's say a product sells for $30 and costs $20 to make. Contribution, $10. But in real exam questions, they'll disguise variable costs in overheads, packaging, commissions. Don't just memorize, understand where to look. If you don't master contribution, you're not just wrong. You're making decisions blindfolded, because contribution isn't a formula. It's your flashlight in the dark. Second, break-even point equals fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. You've heard this before, but the real challenge? Fixed costs often shift in exams. Suddenly, there's semi-variable cost, or a step cost, or advertising that activates after 10,000 units. If you've ever found yourself hesitating, wait, should I include this? That's where you lose marks. Break-even isn't about numbers. It's about logic under time pressure. Real-world example, think of Netflix launching a new series. They calculate their break-even not just on views, but costs per subscriber gain versus production investment. Same logic, different skin. 3. Margin of safety equals actual sales minus break-even sales. Let's be honest, this one is underestimated. Students often think it's just a safety check. But in real life, this is your stress cushion. The wider the margin, the more buffer you have. Picture this. 2 businesses earn $50,000 in revenue. One has a margin of safety of $30,000, the other $5,000. Who's safer when sales dip? This formula tells you how close you are to danger. And in exams, they love asking, how will this affect your margin of safety? 4th, target profit sales equals fixed costs plus target profit divided by contribution per unit. Now, we're planning. It's not just about surviving, it's about aiming higher. Most students get tripped up when the target profit changes mid-question or becomes a percentage of revenue. Here's what to remember. Always pull out target profit before dividing. And if there's a stepped fixed cost at a certain production level, split the formula accordingly. Target profit is your compass. Without it, you're just producing and praying. With it, you're running a business with vision. 5. Labor efficiency variance equals standard hours, actual hours times standard rate. This one's emotional. Why? Because behind every variance, there's a human story. Maybe your staff worked overtime. Maybe they were demotivated. Maybe your process is broken. This formula doesn't just show numbers, it shows where time is lost. In real life, that's millions in wages. Let's say you expected 5 hours per unit, but workers took 6. That's an efficiency variance. Now ask, why did this happen? ACCA MA wants you to go beyond the math. 6. Overhead absorption rate equals budgeted overheads divided by budgeted activity level. This one feels mechanical, but examiners twist it. Budgeted activity could be labor hours, machine hours, or units. If you assume the wrong base, entire answer collapses. Also, real overheads don't behave. There are overabsorptions, underabsorptions, step-ups, and mixed costs. Understand the concept, not just the formula. A manufacturing firm with inconsistent demand might underabsorb in Q1 and overabsorb in Q2. In exams, they might ask, what are the implications of underabsorbed overheads? You must know it affects profit, pricing, and budgeting accuracy. 7. Limiting factor. Decision equals contribution per unit divided by limiting factor. This one is strategic. When you don't have enough resources, say labor hours or materials, what do you prioritize? This formula reveals the most profitable use of limited resources. It's used everywhere, from airlines allocating planes to fast food chains optimizing ingredients. Let's say you have 100 labor hours. Product A gives $10 per hour. Product B gives $15. You push B first. Simple math? Yes, but in exams, they'll twist it with constraints. Contracts, penalties, bulk orders. The trick? Don't just solve. Think like a manager under pressure. Let's be real. Most students try to brute force their way through ACCA MA, but that's a trap. The smart ones? They study strategically, focus on exam behavior, and lock in formulas that carry the weight. If this hit home for you, then you're already a step ahead of 90% of students. Leave a comment below. Which formula tripped you up the most in the past? We read every single one. And remember, this isn't the end. It's your starting point. Subscribe to Education Bench because next week, we're revealing the secret time saver strategy used by rank holders that you won't hear anywhere else. Your future self is already thanking you.